or there's any issue, please let my attention be drawn so that I will know that, yes, it's from my end. So just like as I was saying, what we are supposed to treat
Yes,
today
your
is
screen is no longer visible, sir.
data.
Your
Okay, okay,
screen
okay.
is no longer visible.
Okay, let me reshare now.
It's okay, it's okay. It's up now.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, as I was saying, we are supposed to treat data cleaning process, fundamental formulas that data analysts must memorize, how to create and format table on Excel, and then lastly, how to create pivot table. And with this time, I'm praying that the time will allow us, but even at that, where we stop, I promise that on Wednesday class, we are going to start early so that I can cover up. Now sorry, this is not the slide I'm supposed to share.
Please, nobody should pre-record, it's already on YouTube. You don't need to record it. It should be consuming space on our Zoom subscription. So it's already on YouTube. After the class, you'll find everything on the YouTube. So please, nobody should should click on recording. All right, thank you. I'll hand over the class now to Mr. Temitope. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, to start with, sir, I can't hear you from my end again.
We can hear you. Everything is clear. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So to start with, I want to appreciate the effort of the master trainer, Mr. Yusuf, and then the master trainer, Zainab, because some of the basic formulas that a data analyst is supposed to know have been treated by these two trainers. Now, I was able to go through the assignment that was given by the master trainer, Zainab, and this is, if you check the screen that I'm sharing now, is the data that was given for the assignment. So I would like to make use of it. My apologies, this is not my system. It crashed. This is my office system, and then there are so many things. If not, I didn't mean it was my system. There are so many data. So my apologies, but I'll try to make much available data next time. So some of the basic formulas that data analyst is supposed to know, just like I said, has been covered. Now, the first one is the sum function. And then in the assignment that was given, I saw that there is a question that is, or that was related to that. I saw that we're asked to calculate the total. So that covers the sum. And then the if function, it was also covered by, or in the assignment, where the question was asked to find or to, is it calculate now? I can't recall the question to be precise, but the question was talking about, okay, identify whether it is fail or pass. So an if function is used there. So the next function that was also covered is the count if function. The count if function in the assignment was used to calculate those that the number of people that passed the exam. And then the last one, there was also a question that talks about the percentage marks. Also, there is one also that talks about the total number that sat for the exam. That also covers the count if function. So, but my priority this evening is going to be on some of the key function that a data analyst should know that has not been covered so far. We can't exhaust most of the functions. So, but some of the functions you come to know about them with time as you practice individually. So what we'll be looking at now is the is blank function, the length function, the concatenate function, and then the VLOOKUP function. For the VLOOKUP, I will, if time permits, I would like it to be at the end of the class because it's a little bit complicated. So we move to practical analysis now because it's more about practical class. So the is blank function. Now, a majority of these functions are there in Excel. It's just that I believe most of us, some of us might have come across them, while some have not. But for is blank function, basically what the is blank function does is it's mostly try to calculate or try to find those blank spaces. Is blank function. It's usually used to or helps to test whether a cell has a content inside or not. Now, for at the row that is tagged score, the column that is tagged score, you find out that there are some that have space. Now, if you check row 3, we have space there. Okay, if you can see my cursor, row 3 has space. That's E3 has space. Then if you go E4 has space. So down through, you see that there are some places that are space. So how do you usually count this, or how do you usually know those empty cells or whether a cell has a content in it or not? You use the isBlank function. Now, I'll go to column G. So the first thing to do if you want to calculate or know the isBlank function is you press the equal to sign, then you type isBlank, IS. You already see that there are lists there. So the first one is blank. So BLANK is blank. So you press your open bracket. Now automatically the command of that function appears and it tells you value. Are we together, please? Please confirm we are together so that it will not be that
we
I'm
are
the only one.
together, sir.
Yes.
Just on.
Yes.
We're here.
Okay. Okay.
It's raining
Thank
on
you
my
very much.
end. I can barely hear, so I just want to listen.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much, ma. I appreciate. So it's blank function. So it's blank function, as I was saying, the function is already there. It has appeared. So it's talking about value. So since we are dealing with, or what we are checking at is this row E. So select our value to be 82. So 82 is in E2. Then you close the bracket. Then you press enter. So this one is false. It's telling you that column E2 is not blank. And that is why it's bringing out false. But let's check the other ones. When you come to this place, you find out that your cursor is showing a plus sign. Just double click and then you see that it fills everything. So for those that are blank, you find out that it is true. Now for this one, we see that it is true. And that is why we have true here. And when you go down the line, any column that is empty, it shows that yes, it is true. But for those cells that are in column E that are not empty, it shows that it is false. So that's the first one. If is blank function. Are we clear about this? Is there any question on this? I presume this is straightforward, so to say. Now,
Yes, sir.
okay, thank you very much. Now, if you want to find out whether, or you want to find out how many are false, I know some of us, the easiest way, we just go and filter. We just go and then and filter it, and then we'll find it that way. Now, let me not just say it. Let me just do it this way. So if you want to filter this, is you right click. The first thing is you right click. That's the simplest way. You see filter here. Then you click on filter. Okay, it's not allowing us. So you can come to home page. Then you can click on filter. This is the filter. If you check at the right towards the end, you see filter, sort and filter. Then you click on filter. Now you see some arrows appearing. So once you click on this arrow, you see that it brings out a prompt which shows that false or true. So if you want to count it, you deselect. If you want to choose false, you click on false and then OK. So it gives you the number of false. And if you want to know how many are false, when you just press or click on the edge on the top of the column, you find out that it automatically sums to you at the bottom. If you check at the right, at the bottom of my screen, at the bottom right, you see that it sums 106. 106. So that's one way to calculate the sum. So for this now, if you want to remove the filter, you still go back, click on this, clear filter. It is clear. So it comes back to normal. So the shortcut for this, if you want to find a shortcut, or if you want to just, because I know people prefer shortcuts. So if you just want to create a filter on any of your document, just press Ctrl, Shift, and L. Ctrl, Shift, and L. You are going to see it come up. It will just come up automatically. Ctrl, Shift, and L. And once you are done with your analysis, you just still press the Ctrl, Shift, and L, and it will go back to the original document and everything. Please, I don't know, is this one clear? Is this step clear?
Yes, it is.
If it is clear, we move to the next one. Now, still on this. Okay, what if we only saw that this place, what we treated now, is only on one column? What if we have empty spaces? Not only here, we have empty spaces in other places. Now, let's try to use column E and F. Now, if you are combining column E and F, and then you try to find out how many has empty cells. So this formula is not going to work for you now, because you are combining what? You are combining two cells. So in dealing with this, what you do is you still come to column H. Now you are trying to compare these two columns, E and F, to find out how many empty cells you have. But you are not using the blank command now. You are going to count blank, not is blank, because is blank only works for a row. But when you want to combine 2 rows, 3 rows, and more rows, then you use count blank. Now we go again, column H equal to, then our count, count. Now you see it here. We have count blank function. So you see, you type count blank function. So once you open your bracket, it automatically brings the function for you, or the command rather. Now it's talking about range. The range of what that you want this function to perform. So we say is E and what? And F. So you see, once I clicked E, so it already picked the first cell in E, that's E2. Then you hold your shift and move it to what? To remark. That is telling you that you are asking, or you are commanding Excel to perform this function within these two what? These two columns. So after that, you now close your function and then you press enter. You see it's 0. Now it's giving us 0. It's telling us that between E and F in row 2, there is no what? There is no empty cell. So once you come here, double click. So you see, now for this one, it's telling us that it's 1. So we have 1 here. For this one, it's telling us that it's 1. Let's go down where that we can see 2. We have 2 here. So you see, if you check, between this and this is 2. So that is why we're having it. So if you want to use or add another column, making it 3, 4, 5, you still use the same formula. So now let's change this. Permit me to do that. Or let me just do that fresh here. Let me just do that fresh. So equal to sign, count, blank, open bracket. Now let's take the whole of from column A to column what? To column F. So you click on the first column, you want the range to start, then you press shift and then move it to what? To remark. Then you close your bracket and enter. And once you come here, you double click and then it brings everything to you. So why are we doing this? This is a basic function for data cleaning. We're talking about data analysts and MIE. So the first thing you do when you come across data, more especially unclean data, you try to what? You try to clean it. And this is some of the functions that you are supposed to use in cleaning, because you need to, first of all, identify empty cells, remove them, identify duplicate, and so on. So these functions, just let's take note of them, because once we come to data cleaning, then some of these functions are going to be applied. So I don't know if
So
there's any
sorry, you
question.
went mute. Couldn't hear you. You went mute.
Okay.
Is at the conclusion that I can hear you. Yes. So maybe you should take that
Okay, so
again,
sorry.
please.
Okay, the last one. Okay, let me take it again. Now, I said, is it from the last exercise I did, or... Okay, let me just take it again.
All
The
right,
last
sir.
exercise. Yeah, let me just take it. So I said this one we did was for, we started with if with blank is blank, then count blank. Now, count blank deals with when you are dealing with two columns. So, and I said, okay, I want us to do for 5 columns or 6 columns from A to F. So I came here and gave command again. The first thing to do is you press your equal sign, then your formula, count blank, then open bracket, then the command is telling you what? Range. So it's asking you from which range to which range you want Excel to perform this command. So we want it to perform it from A to what? To E. So we want to know in column 2, how many blank cell are we having? So this is the command. Then you close your command and then you press enter. So the answer we have here is 0, telling us that from column A to column F for row 2, there is no empty cell. So once you come to the edge here, once your cursor change to plus sign, double click, and then it will autofill everything. So you see, for each row, it's telling you how many missing cells you're having. And then when you go to, okay, this is 15, row 15, you discover that we have two, the command we gave is telling us that we have two missing cells. And if you check, actually we have two, this one and this one. So I say, why are we doing this? The reason because we are data analysts and then we are M&E. Data analysts, the first thing we usually do when a data come is what? You try to clean the data. Now, this is one of the function that we use in cleaning the data. So subsequently after this, let's take note of all the functions that we are going to do, because all of the functions that we are going to do are functions that will help us in data cleaning. So am I clear? Is there any question? Or can we go ahead?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, ma. Now, the next thing we'll look at is we'll go for the length function. The length function. Now, the length function usually tells you the number of character in a space. It tells you basically the number of character in a space. So, but I'm tempted to add this in is blank. I'm tempted to add this. Let's just do it together. Now, you can combine if function and is blank function. You can combine if function and is blank function. Now, what do I mean? Now, permit me to create, or let me just do it at H. Now, sorry, let me just take the length, then I'll use the length for the if blank. Now, the length function we said is used to give you the number of character in a cell. Now, and it functions goes like this. Now, using this, the gender column, we want to know, okay, how many character is in the first column, how many character is in the second column, how many character is in the subsequent column. So if you come to H, the first thing always with function is equal to, then length, L-E-N. So automatically you see the function there. So you open your brackets, it gives you automatically the command. So it's telling you that text in bracket. So which text do you want to know the length, the character length? So we say gender, or we say female rather, female. So you close your bracket and enter. Now it's telling you what? It's telling you 6. So this 6 is telling you that any female character in this column should be 6. So let's double click and check. When you double click, you see any male character should be what? Should be 4. But when you check, if you check so far to this place, you find out that we have some characters are 3. And maybe let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. Yeah, we have 3. That is to tell you that some entries have error. Now, if you check, hello, are you saying something?
Yes, we said wrongly entered. Yes.
Yes, wrongly entered. Thank you very much. So if you check like column row 6, column D, or let's start row 7 rather, you'll find out that you see is the E has not been entered. And that is why it's giving you 3 here. So things like this, if you have not discovered them right from the beginning of your analysis, there's what we call skewed analysis. It's going to, after everything, is going to give you a wrong analysis, and it's going to make you do a wrong judgment because there are so many errors. So these are things that you usually check. And then for the length, if you want to know how many male or how many female do we have, you use the count if from the assignment. So you want to know from this, you want to know how many are male, how many are female. So the simplest way is to just go and filter, but you can also use a function which is called the count if function. And some of us use it in the assignment that we are given. So you have equal to, so you have count if, then you open bracket. Now it gives you what? The range where you want Excel to count. And the range is what? Is G. You just click it. So it highlights everything in column J. Then when you check at the command that was given, after range is what? Is a comma. Then you put your comma. Then automatically, when you put the comma, it moves to the other one. The other one was highlighted. The other criteria, the other command was highlighted in bold. So you say criteria. So our criteria here, we want to know how many females, and that is 6. Once you put 6, you just close your bracket, and then. So we have 102 female. Now, if you want to know for the male, still, you can go ahead and do the same thing. Equal to count if, open bracket, then, sorry, it's like I made a mistake. I'm not seeing the command. Count if, it's not giving me the command. Count if, open bracket, yes, it's giving me the command now. So range, our range is still J, then comma, then for male is going to be what? Is going to be 4. So you just press 4 and then close your bracket and then enter. So we have this is for female, this is for female, and then this is for what? For male. But we have some errors for male. So how do you know, or how do you calculate that error? Because if you presume that this is the total number of the data, then that means you're wrong, because we have some wrong entry. So if you want to calculate those entries, how many entries have an error? So you also use the same formula. Count equal to count if, open bracket, our range is still J, but in this case, who can tell me what's going to be our criteria? We want to know those that have entry.
That's 3.
Sir?
3. 3.
Yes, thank you very much. 3. Anyone with any contrary opinion? Okay, sir, let me make it this way. Let's assume we have errors like value in J. We have 3, we have 2, we have 1. So how do you give the command now? Let's assume, okay, let me just,
We say
sorry.
3, comma. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, just go ahead.
Okay, so we can say after inputting the value, the
Yes.
text, then
Yes.
comma,
Okay.
semicolon 3, open and close, comma, J also,
Okay.
semicolon, comma,
Okay.
semicolon, open and close, 2, then comma, double
Okay.
J also, comma, semicolon, open and close one, then close brackets.
Okay, so sir, which function is that one?
That is counts if there's any error. Like
Yes.
it would
Yes.
count if there's any error as
No.
maybe 3 alphabet, 2 alphabet, or
Okay.
no name at no alphabet.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. But do you know that you can just, instead of you doing that, you can just do everything with one command? Now, let me show you. Equal to, we say count, if, open brackets. Then we click our range. This is this. Now, I made some changes. If you observe, we have 2 now. We have 3, we have 2. So our criteria, instead of saying the way you say it, the best thing to do is you put apostrophe. Now, why are we putting apostrophe? Because it's an Excel. If you don't put apostrophe, anything that Excel see for him is a formula. Okay, let me just show us. Let me show us. So, apostrophe, then you say, since you have 2, you have 3. What you just do is, you say less than or equal to 3. So it covers 1, it covers 2, it covers 3. Then you close your bracket, your apostrophe, sorry. You give it, then you close your bracket, and then you press what? Enter. You have 44. Do we get it? So instead of using ifs, you can just use
Yes, it
this
is well
command.
understood. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
I get
So
that.
what I was saying is this. Let me go back again. Let me take it again. Let me take it again. Equal to count, if, open bracket. The range is this, J, comma. If we are just going to just execute the formula without that apostrophe sign, Excel sees it as a formula. So it will try to use it as a formula. Now let's say equal to sign, less than or equal to 3. Just watch out and see what's going to be. Press. You see it's an error. Because Excel sees less than or equal to has a formula already. But when you indicate that apostrophe sign, you are trying to tell Excel that no, it's not a formula. You're just giving a command. And that's why when you press enter, it gives you this. Is there any question on this? Are we clear? Hello, class. Are we clear?
Yes, very clear.
Yeah,
Very clear.
clear,
Thank you very
sir,
much.
but
Yes,
honestly,
ma'am.
these formulas, how do you cram them? I don't even know. I'm just confused.
That's why I said you don't need to cram them. Most of
How
this
do you
formula,
know? How do you know
most
when
of
to
this,
use less than, um, equal to all those things? How do you know
is
when to use them? Is it during the data cleaning?
yes, is during the data cleaning. That's why I said you look at your data first. Because thank God for the master trainer, Zainab. When I just look at the data, as a data analyst, when they give you data, the first thing you check is this data, is it a clean data or not? A clean data, you will not see space. A clean data, you will not see duplicates. A clean data, you will not see some errors, some hypos. So once you are used to data cleaning, the first thing that comes to your mind is, okay, we have a space. So I need to what? I need to remove space. Check for duplicate. I need to remove duplicate. Check for all these things. And these are the way of removing all these things. So, like I said earlier, I said most of these formulas are already there, but we don't know that they are there. That's why whenever I just press equal to count something, you find out that automatically the formula, the function rather, usually comes up. So some of them are inbuilt. But with time, when you continue to place your hand and continue to practice this thing, you just know what to do. So, but just to, I don't know whether this will help you. Why I give this command less than or equal to is because the length that we calculated, because we are dealing with now the function that we're executing is length.
Okay.
So we know that to calculate length is equals to length and then what you want the cell rather, or you want to know the number of characters in a cell. That's what length usually does. It tells you the number of character in a cell. So we want to know for female, what's the character for female? And we saw that for character, the female is 6. If you count FEMALE is 6.
Yes,
And
sir.
for male is MALE, which is 4.
4.
So we know that since this column is talking about gender, so we only have two then, in this situation rather, we have two genders, the male and the female. Yes. So we know that if we have anything outside 6 or 4, that means we're having an error.
Okay.
Yes, we're having an error. So that's why after generating this, we discover that we have 3, we have 2. That's to tell you that we have an error. So we just, after factoring how many female we had, we are having, and then the male also. So we wanted to know how many are having that errors. And we came to discover that we're having what? 44 that are having these errors. So, and then some of them are entry error, maybe because of the person entering the data he's rushing. So instead of writing MALE, the person can just write, the person forgot to complete the E, and then likewise, the person just decided to say MA, and then maybe sometimes it may not be from him. Maybe the keyboard also is having an issue, it's seizing. So you may assume that he has typed it, but maybe it's not looking at the screen. So things like that. So that's how you calculate it. So just understand this formula. When we come to the areas of applying it, you understand clearly. So far, is there any question before I move to
One more question, sir.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, you know when you were calculating other formulas that did not include this column, right? This J column.
Yes.
It didn't show J semicolon J. Other ones that you did cell C2, abi column, what do they call it? Column, and then this row, when you wanted to correct something there, you just
Okay.
put equal sign, open bracket, C2. Then it did, and you close bracket, then it brought out the result. Why is that when it got to J, it was putting J, semicolon J?
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I don't know if you understand.
Yes. Let me explain what. Now, just check the screen and just check this formula bar. You find out that it's equals to length is equals to 2, right?
Yes.
2C. So this is the formula for calculating length. But let me shift my cursor to I. Now you see, the formula is for what? Count blank.
Yes, count blank.
And you see count blank, you see open bracket, A2 to what? To F what?
F2.
Yes. So
Yes,
it's telling you that for this function, the first function, length,
yes.
is only dealing with one cell.
Okay.
Yes. But for this, it's dealing with many cells from A to what? From A2 to F2. And that is why the command you're having that column.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know whether I've answered the question.
Yes, you have, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. So we want to go to concatenate, the concatenate function. Now, the
What did you
concatenate
say?
function, concatenate, yes,
Why is it
concatenate
sounding
function.
like a plateau name?
Are you from Plateau, man?
Yes, there's a name Concat in Plateau State.
Okay. Wow, that's good. So concatenate. So the concatenate function. So what the concatenate function usually does it's usually join two or more texts together. Let's assume this female here and male here. So if you want to execute the concatenate command, it can join the female and male. Now, I believe in practical. just more of practical since it's data analysis class. So it combines text, but usually these are commonly used to combine names. You can use it to combine names. Let's take, for example, the first name of a person and the second name of a person. It can also be used to combine labels and text and otherwise. Now, let's use this name. We have name here. Let's move our eyes to column B. Yeah, column B. Now, this is name, right? Now, permit me to split this name into two, like the first name and the second name. So look at what I'm going to do. Okay, let me close this. You click on the top row so that it will highlight the what? The column. You move to what? To data. You move to data on the home page. The bar. You move to data, then you click on it. When you click on it, go by the right, you see text and command.
Okay.
I don't know, are we together? Text
Yes, sir.
and
Yeah.
commands. And columns, sorry. Text to
Oh,
columns,
column.
rather. Text to columns. So you click on it. So it says convert text to column wizard. So the next thing to do is you click on next. So you want to separate what? The first name and the second name. So what do you want the delimiter to be? You want it to be separated by space. Now, you come to this delimiter. Once you click space, something is going to happen here in this data preview space. When you click on it, you see, there's a line that was created. It automatically separated it for you. Let me do it again. Yes, it come back to normal, the way it is in the beginning. Once you click, it separated it. Then the
So
next thing to
sorry,
do.
sir. So if you
Yes,
put
ma'am.
comma, it will also create a comma.
You said?
I say, so that means if you click on comma, it will create a comma. If it's semicolon you want, it will do that.
Yes. So let's just do it so that you just be seeing it. It will not execute it here, but it will execute it for this one. It will execute it at the latter end.
Okay.
So yes, we'll come back to it. Let's just do this one. So space, it separated it. Then
Finish.
click on finish. Sorry. Yeah, finish. Okay. So it has separated it for you. So you see student and name. Ricky Clark. It has separated it for you. And then same goes to every other listing. So let's perform the function of concatenate. Concatenate usually brings these names together. So how do you carry out the function of concatenate? Now, the first thing to do is you come to an empty cell and then is a function. So you start with equal to. So you tap concatenate. You see it, the first one. Concatenate.
So why don't you use to click on it? Once it highlights, why don't you just click on it? You have to type it. If
You
you click
try
on
it,
it,
it's
don't
not
it
going
go-
to, it's just telling you what is available. It's not going to work.
Okay.
Yeah, try it. If you have system, just try it.
I'm
It doesn't
using a
usually work.
system. I'm using my system to do this.
Okay.
Sorry,
So,
Mr. Azan, I'm lost. I actually went out.
okay. You're welcome back, sir.
Welcome back, sir.
So, yes. So from
Please,
where? From where?
how did you get to separate? How did you get to separate the names? Like, I know
Okay,
the
okay, okay.
student name were together.
Okay. Let me
Go back.
go back. Let me go back. So,
Can we
sorry.
just click on that back button, sir? Or there's something else that you have to do.
No.
Okay, we can click
So
on the on button.
I just did Control Undo, Control Z. Yes, Control Z. So, what I did, sir, is that you see the names are okay. Just look at it as a name of a person, the first name and the surname. So for concatenate, we said what concatenate usually does is it brings two texts together, and it is mostly used when you want to combine names or labels and so many other things. So I just say, let me use this data, student name. I want to separate it
Within my
based
book.
on first name and second name, and then use concatenate function to bring them together. So just look at what I will do. My cursor is at the top column B, and the cursor has changed to something like a black arrow. So you click on it. Now that entire column has been highlighted. Are we together, sir? Mr. Temitobe?
Yes. I'm
Okay,
fluent.
okay,
Thank you.
okay. So thank you. Welcome. So you go to the data site on, sorry. You go to data besides the formula toolbar. On the toolbar, you see data. Click on it. Once you click on it, you see that there are so many things that came down. So you move and checked. You move by your right, that's by my right. Go to text to columns. Text to column. Now, if you want to read what is there, text to column, you see, split a single column or text into multiple columns. So text to column. Once you just click on this text to column, this displays. So you see, there is a preview of selected data. So the column you selected is already what? The data is already showing. So telling you that whatsoever you want to perform, you will be previewing it here. So if you get what you want, then you execute it. Now from here, you just move to next. You click on next, next. So delimiter, go to delimiter. You see delimiter. Okay, it's already highlighted, but let me just undo it. On the delimiter, now we have semicolon, we have comma, we have space, and we have others. Now these are different delimiters. If you want to separate like a text or a cell, something that is in a cell, you can either use comma, you can either use semicolon, you can either use space. So, but we want to separate these names into two columns. So what we need is what? Is a space. So once I click the space, check the data preview, where the data is. You discover that a horizontal line will just come in between the surname and the first name. So I just click on it. So you see, it has separated the names into two. So from here, you move to next if you want to, but from here, there's nothing at the next. It's just finish. Just click finish. Finish. So you see, it has performed the function for you. It has performed the function for you.
Okay, I
So,
get that
but
now. Thank you.
yes, I don't know if we discover something. For Cameron Smith, it left the first this thing empty, and what? And
And
then
just
came
the
to
surname.
I think
the
there's
second name, and
yes.
then the Smith is on the third this thing. Are we getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what may be what do you think is the issue? Let me take us back to the real data so that you just see it. What's the issue? Now
Okay,
this is Cameron.
there's a space
Yes,
There's
between
a
good.
space before Cameron.
before
Yes,
Cameron, before the C.
yes. There's a space. So that's why it performed this function. So are
So
we
it
clear
shows
now?
that like Smith is like a third name.
No, yes. It already, the command we gave was a space. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yes.
So because it's a space, so it has recognized that there's already a space for this name. There's a space. So that space, it has taken it to be a first name. Then Cameron, the second name. Then
And Smith,
Smith, the
third
third
name.
name.
Same
The
for
third
me.
name.
Yes. But
Okay, thank you.
let's go back and use the one you said earlier. Was it comma or column?
Yes.
Yes. So let's take it back and see. So we take space out. Let's use comma as our delimiter. I'm coming. Now, I don't know if you check something. When you click for space, I clicked on space. Something was clicked automatically.
Treat consecutive delimiter as one. Okay, so we can
Good.
untick that.
Good.
Okay.
So that's automatically it comes with this function.
Yes.
Are you getting it? It's something that comes with the function. But if you unselect it, then
Yes,
for
but
comma,
sir.
if you click for comma, it didn't go
Yeah,
with
it
that
didn't come up.
function. Yes.
Didn't
So
come up.
let's just let's execute this and then come back and then use treat consecutive delimiter as one. Then we'll now see. So this is next. Then finish. Do you see any changes?
No, sir.
Lower class, there's no
I
changes.
didn't see any change.
And why?
I think because that function does not function on its own. That command does not function on its own.
Good. Most of the times you use that function when already, there are some datas. I don't know whether some of us have come across some datas that you find out in a cell, you have like 5 names. Let me just do it here. You have like 5 names. David, let's say David, then comma, Ezekiel. I don't know, Ezekiel, something,
Yes.
Ezekiel,
Yes,
then comma,
yes,
Dorcas.
familiar with that.
So all these ones are
Mm-hmm.
separated with comma. So in this situation,
So
once
it's
you
going to separate it
execute,
as 3 names
yes,
with comma.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So I don't want to dwell much on this thing because I want us to concentrate on that data cleaning. It's very important. So, but I'm taking this. That's why when I saw what I'm
Thank you.
treating for,
Appreciated, yeah.
and I'm like, 4. Can we? Except I want to rush. So let's go back. What we treated. So let's okay, sorry. Let's separate this so that we'll run fast.
You've not selected
Yes,
Okay.
the column. I did. I want to separate it so that we'll do concatenate
Hello,
function.
sir.
Yes. Yes, sir. Is somebody speaking?
Go
Should I go
ahead, sir.
ahead? It's like some. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
go ahead,
So
sir.
we have separated. So we want to go concatenate function. So equal to concatenate open bracket. So the commands comes. You have text 1, text 2. So concatenate can bring as many as 5, 6, 7 texts together. So, but in this case, we have 2. So our first text is what? You come and click the first name here.
B2.
Yeah,
Ricky.
click Ricky. You click it. So
Okay,
that's the
that's
first text.
okay.
Yes. So if you check the command after first text 1, there's what? There's a column. There's a comma rather. A
Comma.
Mm-hmm.
So it now moves, it highlighted the second one as what?
Okay, you have to put the comma manual by yourself.
Yes. You are following the command. You are following the
Okay.
command there.
B2.
Yes.
C2. Okay.
Is it clear?
It's very
Is
clear,
that
sir.
okay. So that's the first name. You have selected the
Yes,
first
it
name.
is.
Then
So
you
it
move
means
to
that,
text
sorry, it
2.
means that it is not in all command we use semicolon. We use comma in some of it.
Yes.
It depends on what the
It
command
depends on
is.
what, yes, the command is telling you. And it depends on what you want. Are you getting it? So now I want to combine this. So I've already clicked on this, the first text. So I move to the second one. That's the clerk. I click on clerk and then I close it. Then what? Enter. You see, Ricky Clark.
Club.
But if you check, there is no space in between. It
Despite
just
the
match
comma,
everything.
has merged
No.
the name into one name.
Yes, this one is concatenate. It's different from that one. So if you want to give a space, so you come back and change this formula. Now I told you something that Excel, if you want to do anything, if this formula or anything, you don't put formula, you put it in what? In do we say parentheses? So if you want space, you click on this.
Semicolon.
It's not semicolon. Check. open bracket, parenthesis. Then if you want one space, so on your system, this space bar, if it is one space you want, you just click one space. If it is two space you want, you double click two space. If it is three space, so the space you want in between the first and the second, if it is 10 space you want, that space bar, you click it 10 times.
Okay.
Then you what? You put another what? This. Then you what? You put what? Column. You see, your text is what back. Your command is back. But what? Check what happened. The first one, when we clicked the first one, it was the first text. When we click on the second name, is telling us that it was on the second text. But now, if you checked after the function I performed, the space, it's now telling me that I'm on the third. I'm on the third text. So that means it has recognized this space as one text as an activity. So you move and click what? The name here, and then you close your bracket and then check what will happen. There is a space in between. So you have created a space now. So if you want to reduce the space here, if you think that space is much, you just come in between this parentheses and then reduce it, and then press what? Press enter. You see a space has reduced. So just one, if you just do for one, if you just come here, this plus sign and double click, everything will come. So it will fill everything. So it will go back to normal.
Okay, so question. This double clicking and dragging down, does it do the same thing?
What?
The double clicking or dragging down, does it do the same function?
It's the same thing. It's just instead of you dragging, when you double click, it's the same thing. So which one is easy to do? For you to, yeah, thank God you said. Now check something. For what? For Cameron, it only picked one name. Are we getting it?
There's no network.
It picked one name and not two names.
It has eliminated Mr. Lying Ole, your speaker is on.
No problem. So it picked one name.
Mr. Temi, mute your speaker.
Just not talk. Nonsense.
Temi Tope.
Temi Tope, oh.
I beg you, wait till you happen. Na night, oh.
Sorry.
No problem. But are you okay, sir?
Who are you nonsensing, Mr. Temi?
Yes, who are you nonsensing? Are you okay? I hope. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so for Cameron, just like I was saying,
let me revisit. Help me revisit the concatenator, beg. My battery went off. I just plugged in my charger now.
No problem, sir. No problem. Mr. Is it Sylvia or Silva?
Silva.
Okay, Silva. Okay, I go again from the beginning.
Sir, but I thought this class is being recorded.
Yes, sir.
Yes, actually. So now, okay, let me do this. The way I'm taking it, I don't know. The paste, is it okay for us? Because the thing is, the truth of the matter is, you can't get everything in just this short course.
Honestly, sir, this is the first class that I've understood this data cleaning very well. Honestly speaking, I'm enjoying this class very, very well. Because I'm really you're taking your time to explain this.
So Julia, if I call you.
Yes, sir.
Are you saying something? So I don't know. Let's
I was saying that I'm really enjoying the class because you're taking time to explain and we're really understanding it. I am understanding it better now.
Thank you very much, Ma, for that reply. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I don't know. It's because I just, for me, I prefer that I take a class gradually and you get it, you understand. Even if I'm not able to cover the topics, but what I treat, I know that yes, you can perform it perfectly than this. So I will talk with Mr. Soji because me, I know what data cleaning is. And I know that you cannot rush somebody. That's the fact. You cannot rush somebody. But I will discuss with him how the class is going to be, so that since the class is being recorded, but I will just discuss with Mr. Soji. If there's any changes, I'll get back to you. It's just that finding me sometimes is very difficult, and that was
Difficult,
why
but
yes, I had to move the class because I usually stay late in the
Gaskiya,
office. So
Gaskiya will be
okay.
very grateful, sir.
Honestly,
okay,
because this
so
class,
Yeah, we'll be
this is the
very
best
grateful, sir.
class.
I'll go back. So, but I don't want to scare you, but this is the simplest. When we go to data cleaning in detail, some of this thing you need to practice actually. Yes, you need to practice. Now, let me just give you a secret. I'm into all these things actually, but most of the times I usually do it because I don't mind. I do it even without following the steps. But when I was contacted to take this class, I had to sit down and do a note for you guys. Because if I would take it the way I used to take it, I would just rush. That's
I'm
the truth.
grateful.
And then this note here, let me not just say it. Let me just save time. Let's go back.
Please,
Concatenate.
please help us put a note together for us, sir.
Let me take it back. Let
I
me
hope all these people
uh,
joining late will not be taking us back. Let them watch the recorded class.
yes. So I will just thank you very much, ma. I will take this once. Concatenate. I will take
Junior,
this
take your
once.
time. Oh, you don't want
The
your
class
brother to
is
get it.
recorded
Sir?
now, sir. Even you can
So
record your own.
one class, please. Let me talk. I don't know. Me, I can talk for so many things. Once it's time, just draw my attention. So I go back again. Concatenate. So I said concatenate usually is being used to bring one, two, or three or more functions together. So we have succeeded in separating these names. So this thing that we did, this separation of name, this converting or separating text to column is also one of the function we use when we come to data cleaning. We have like, is it 10 or 12 of them? So this one is also part of it. So all that I'm doing, I want us to pay attention because most of this thing that I'm taking my time to explain, when you understand it, when you come to data cleaning, you discover that everything, we have not started data cleaning actually. Yes, we have not started data cleaning. I'm just teaching us function in Excel that we need to know.
Wow.
And this
Wow.
function, yes, we have not started. I've not started data cleaning. So I'm just teaching you functions in Excel that you should know that usually are used for data cleaning. So, but it's like two in one. I'm teaching us the function, but it's the same function that we use when you come to data cleaning.
Data cleaning.
Yes. So concatenate. So if you want to bring column A and B, column B rather, and C together, so you just equal to, you type concatenate, then open bracket, and you see that the command is there, text one. So we say our text one is what?
The students.
Yes, is the student. And
B2.
for this one, we are taking Ricky.
Me too.
Then we put what? Don't forget, you are following the command. So you
Yes.
have what? Column,
Comma.
comma. Then you move to the second name,
You
Clark.
click
But I
save.
said, if you do it this way, just look at it. If you do it this way, press enter. You just see it added everything. There is no space.
Together. Yes.
Yes, there is
You
no
have to
space.
give a space up
Yes.
there.
So if you want to give a space, you go back and remove text 2 and then give a command which should be parentheses, open parentheses. Then your space bar, if you want one space, two space, or three space, you click it, 1, 2, 3, or it depends on how you want it. Then you close the command by parentheses. You put your comma. So already it's telling you that the function you perform, Excel has recognized it as text 2. So your text 3 is going to be what? The second name. That's the surname. Then you close it. And then you have space in between, which is Ricky what? Clark. So if you come here and double click, it's going to fill everything for you. Are you getting it? So, but why did it stop here? It's supposed to go down. Why?
Because of that Smith.
Yes,
Because
because of
of
that
that
Smith.
Cameron Smith. Yes.
Yes, because of that Cameron Smith. So that's it. So if you want Cameron Smith to appear. So what are we going to do for our function here?
Is to
What are we
put
going to do
another
for our function? Is to what? Is to create a what? Just put what? Comma. Then it
comma.
moves you to what? To text 4. And unfortunately, where the Smith is, I didn't take note. Where the Smith is where we are
On the
doing the
same line,
concatenation.
yes.
Yes, on the same line. So, but we can do it. I believe we can do it on our own. That one is easy. We can do it on our own. So that's just concatenate. That's all about concatenate. Is there any question? Is there any question on concatenate? So I would like to give us something as an assignment. It's not too difficult. It's also like concatenate. It's a function, a joint function. So it also go like a concatenate. So try on your own. And instead of typing concatenate, let me just, no, let me look for, let me reduce this. Instead of equal to, instead of typing concatenate, you have join. I think I forget the function, but join something. I will check, but just check that this thing is also similar like concatenate. So we move to yes. We move to, we have treated is blank length concatenate. Now for VLOOKUP, I would like to take it last because it's a bit too tricky and complicated. So now we go to, or we move to the data cleaning. We move to data cleaning. But so far, is there any question so far on this fundamental from lead one that uses Excel, you know? There's one function, that's VLOOKUP.
You're good to go.
But
You're good to go.
we're good to go back. So thank you very much. That
Yes.
VLOOKUP is a bit tricky because it's mostly used on data that usually comes from cells. So, and then it's not here. So that's why I don't want to use it now. So let's go to data cleaning. So I believe this is not the first time that we've been hearing about data cleaning.
No,
And
sir.
if I will ask, what do you understand by the word data cleaning? Is it data and cleaning or what? What is data cleaning? Data cleaning.
It's
Just
something
in
like that,
just
sir. It's
it's
like
something like that.
correcting the data that has been wrongly imputed and some certain there are errors that you need to put in order.
Yes.
That's data
That's
cleaning.
very correct.
Like this
That's very
data that you
correct.
presented, some
Yeah.
spaces are blank, they are missing,
Yeah.
some were spelled halfway like male, no E. So if you get the data like that, you're expected to clean it. This
Yeah.
is correcting errors in the data. That's how I see it.
Okay. Do you have any other listing on data cleaning? Any other addition? Or should we go with that one? Okay. For the want of time, that's it. Data cleaning actually. From the word cleaning. It's just about trying to clean a data and just make a data right. And I must say, just like I've said earlier, that there are reasons we clean data. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you just see data, you just can't just take it and use it like that. So there are reasons why we clean data. Because some of the reasons why we clean data is because sometimes, or most of the times, data has duplicates. Yes. Yeah, data has duplicates. And just like we have been seeing from the beginning of our class to now, some of them have errors. So, and then when you decide not to clean data and you decide to use a data like that, now, I said something earlier. I said skewed analysis. You think that after everything that you have or the data you analyze, and then the final decision you take based on what you saw, you think that is the right one. But some of the duplications that you are having and you did remove them and the errors, they might be or they have resulted to some changes in the consistency and then the accuracy of your data. So we remove data so that the data after removal is going to what? Is going to be accurate. We ensure that what we use for the final analysis is an accurate data and not an anyhow data. We clean data because we want to avoid misleading analysis. You may use data and do some analysis and then predict something, and then later you like, but I've done this analysis now and this. It's because you just used the data like that. You didn't clean it. And some of the things, some of those errors inside are what result in this. Now, skewed analysis, most of the times is like the data is going to be like one-sided. That's not the simple English I will use. Yeah, when you don't clean data, you find out that that data become clustered in just one place. It will be like one-sided data. Because let's assume now I usually go to purchase something in a market or in a particular shop. Now, if in a day, let's assume in a week, maybe I go there 3 times. So you know that they are going to enter my data in that database 3 times. And then maybe somebody came once. So when you are generating data for that week, my data is going to appear 3 times in that particular data for that week. And then if you want to make analysis, you just want to make analysis for a customer. Just say for this week, for just one customer. And me is just one customer, but my ID appeared 3 times. You know, it's going to be misleading, actually.
Mhm.
Yes, it's going to be misleading. So that is why we clean data to avoid also poor decision. Because after the analysis, you find out the result and everything. And from there, you make decision. And that is why we clean data. Because you can do an analysis that will cause financial crisis to a company. Maybe a
Okay.
company asks you to do their analysis and then you do, and then you tell them that, by so based on this analysis, we saw that this, and then after everything, you give them the answer. And then maybe they decide to, okay, put in more finance. And then at the end, they discover that the analysis you gave them is not what is happening in real life. It's because you have not cleaned the data. So we clean data because we want that the data we are using is accurate. And then we want to ensure that the data has integrity. When we say integrity, there is no error, there is nothing. The data is good to go. Permit me to use this word. The data is good to go. Yes. So that's all about data. Listen. Yes. So let's go to the cleaning itself. Now let's go to the cleaning itself. Now the first thing, just like I said in data, please permit me to undo this concatenate I did,
It's
so
fine,
that we'll
sir.
go back to our normal data. Yes. So the first thing, whenever you see a data, the first thing you do is you try to see if you have a duplicate. You try to remove duplicates. And then we have 3 ways of removing duplicates. Yes, 3 ways of removing duplicates. Now, even though this data doesn't have a duplicate, but let me do something. Just let me copy and maybe add some data twice. Yes, let me replicate some data. Let me replicate some data. No. Let me replicate some data. Oh, sorry. Let me just copy this in a different sheet so that we'll do it on a different sheet. So we have our data here. So let me just say, from here, let me duplicate this data. Let me duplicate this data, Control C, and then let me duplicate it. Let me take it to the end. Yeah. Let me duplicate it here. Oh, so sorry about that. It's like I copied it wrongly. Okay. No. Okay.
No, sir.
Yes. So I've duplicated this data. So if you check now, let's check the total of this the total ID. So if you check the total ID, the count, once you just click on the column, go down to your tax bar, you see the total count. You see it here, count 238. So we're having an ID of 238, but we have duplicate. Yes, we have duplicate. So just like I said, we have three ways of removing data. Now, the first one is exact match removal. Exact match removal. Now, I've already copied the same data for some IDs and I pasted it, just like we saw. So if you want to remove such IDs, you are going to use what? An exact match removal. Now, if you want to, how do you remove this kind of data? Exact match removal, exact. Now you go to data, your formula bar, you go to data. Now you come here, you will see just beside our text column, you will see remove duplicates. Now, if you read it, you will see delete duplicate rows from a sheet. So if you click on this, you see it gives you what? A command. Now, and the first one you see, to delete duplicate values, select one or more columns that contain duplicates. So in this case, all columns are what? Have been highlighted. But if, for instance, if you are presuming that the duplicate is not on all of the columns, so you can choose to what? To unselect all, and just choose those columns that you are thinking that that's where the duplicates are. Please, are we together?
No, sir.
Okay.
Me,
You are
I'm
lost.
confused.
Okay.
Because you copied this data, I'm trying to see where the errors are. So it's as if you were talking alone at some point.
Oh, so sorry.
Mm.
So what I did, but Mr. Gambo and Ene, are we together? Okay. I hope you will not come and take me back again.
Oh.
Those that are not with us.
All right, well done, sir. We are following. No, even though
Okay.
it's not very, very clear, but we are following, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, yes, ma, what I did was, it's just some group of data, just like I explained, me going to a shopping complex and then my data is being replicated. That's what I did. I just picked some IDs and replicated the entries. So it's like there are some group of people whose ID and information appeared twice. So I said for duplicate data, removing duplicate data, we have three ways of removing duplicate data, or we have three forms of them. Now, the first one is exact. Now, the one I copied, they are exact information that I copied. I didn't make any changes. So that means, for instance, if number 6, column 6, this one, Let's see us. Column 6, we have Jason Anderson. So if Jason Anderson with this information is among those that have copied, then we are going to have Jason Anderson information twice. Are we together? We'll have it
Yes.
twice. Yeah, so that's what I did. So I said if you want to remove duplicates, you come to this formula bar, data, where data is located. Click on it. Just beside our text to column, you will see
Remove
remove
duplicate.
duplicate. Please, can you hear me?
Yes,
It's
sir.
raining in my site now.
We can
So
hear you
if you cannot
clearly.
hear me, I'll be more audible.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So
Remove duplicates.
you click on remove duplicates. So you see all the columns that have data on the Excel sheet appeared here. You see student ID and all of them are clicked. So
Yes.
what this is telling you that if you click
Everything
OK,
on the
all of this column is going to perform this function on all of this column, and it will check if there are duplicate data in all of this column. It's going to remove them. For instance, if column 18 has double information or 3 information, it will remove 2 and leave 1.
Okay.
It will remove the ID, it will remove the name, it will
Gender,
remove the
everything.
gender, the subject, the score, and the remark. That's what this means. But if you decide to what? To unselect and say maybe his name,
Just name.
it will only go to student name and only remove
The name.
those names that are duplicate, that are the same. And if you only click students and maybe you come and click ID, it will only remove ID that are the same. Hello, sorry. Can you hear me? It's my network. It's raining. It just started raining heavily here.
Yes, we
So
can hear
sorry.
you.
Come back, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Thank you very much. So let me reshare my screen again. Yes. So is my screen up now? Is it visible?
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So what I was saying is this. I said initially when we executed the command, everything here was selected. So it's telling you that if it's removing, it's going to check all of these rows and remove
Every error.
any duplicates in any of these rows. Okay. But if you unselect them and decide to just pick some columns, only those columns that you selected, it will just execute that command in only those columns. So if we have like a duplicate student ID, then it's going to only remove duplicate of ID. But if we have a duplicate of student name, because it has not been selected, it's not going to perform that function. Are we getting it? So that's the difference between select all and unselect. Unselect will allow you to just specify, while select all will allow you to what? To do everything. Now, who can tell me the total number we said initially? Our total ID. 200 and what? Can we remember?
No, sir.
Our total ID, can we remember?
I didn't hear.
Okay, let me cancel this command. Let's check. It's 238, right? So we have 238. So if it is 238, now let's keep that figure in mind. Let's go back and execute our
duplication. Remove duplication.
Let's go back and execute our command.
You went to
Yes.
data.
So you go to data and you go to duplicate. Yes. So we want the function to be carried out in column A to what? To F. So if you click OK, you see 27 duplicate values
Found and removed.
found and removed. So it's even telling you what? The number now. 210 unique values remain. So if you want to confirm this now, you click OK. Come and count your ID. And you find out that your ID is now to what? 200 and what? And
Once
what?
you highlight on it, does it show you the total number, sir?
You said?
Once you highlighted on the ID, did it show you the total number?
Yes, it to show me that. That's what I'm showing you now. Check your screen down, your system on the tax bar. You see it. Average
Okay.
count score. So it's
Count
200 and what?
11.
211. So it's supposed to be 210. Do you know why it's 11? Because it's also counted the first column, which is student ID. Because
Okay.
what we saw there after executing the command is 210, but we're seeing 211 because it also included what? The student ID.
Oh,
Yes. So are we clear now? That's the first method, which
it's
is
very clear.
exact match removal. Okay. We don't have any question there.
I want to ask
So
a question, even though the question might sound foolish. Okay,
no
so if
problem. Go ahead.
there are sometimes you have students with the same name, surname, and the same first name.
Yes. Yes. Can you come again? Your voice is cracking from my end. I didn't get it clearly. I just really heard you said students
So
having
if
the
you want
surname.
to remove duplicates of names,
Hmm. That's serious.
IDs, and everything, what
Is it my
if we
network?
remove, I said
Okay.
in a class that are
Let
having
me.
the same name and surname, and you
Okay. Okay.
click
Okay.
remove duplicate, maybe, even though my voice is also cracking, should
Okay.
I repeat myself?
No. 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 I'm getting you. I'm
Hello,
getting you
sir.
now. Yes,
I said,
I'm getting
supposing
you.
you
I'm
have
getting.
two students
Yes.
in a class that are sharing the same name, or
Mm.
supposing, yes, the same name and surname, because sometimes you get such coincidences.
Yes.
How do you do this duplicate removal if you want to remove duplicates for names? What if it
Okay.
removes one of the names of the students? Or will the IT differentiate them?
So if you want to, even though it was scratching, but let me just say what I presume I had. So if you want to remove only the duplicate of the names, and then
Yes,
you have like people that are having the same name. So
and
it's going
surname.
to remove all the names and then leave one. That's if you are asking the command to be carried out on only the student name.
Okay.
Yes.
So in
But
that
if
case,
the
it's best
command,
to say do ID and name.
yes, but if it's with ID and name, it's not going to remove it because the IDs are different.
Yes, I
The
understand.
same name but different ID. So it's going to keep it.
I understand.
Have I answered your question, ma?
Very clearly, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the next one we have is wow, it's almost 10. Let me rush.
Then
The
we
next one we have is fuzzy matching. That's another method of data removal. Fuzzy matching. Now,
what did you call it? A fuzzy.
usually what this I, I'm finding it very difficult. Welcome.
We can
Finding it
end the
very
class
difficult
now,
to
sir.
hear
Sir, we can end the class if you are not
because the
hearing
rain
us.
is affecting. But
So let's move the class now, sir.
okay, let's agree. Let's agree. Let's agree so that it will not be only one person. Class, let's agree. Should we end the class?
Since you
Because
are it's raining
I'm
your own
finding it
end.
very difficult. Yes, it's raining actually. So when should we? Our next class is going to be on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to be on Wednesday. But I will discuss with, and it depends on our agreement. Even though now it's going to be from my own side, since I'm not able to finish it, I will try to, if it's possible, I will try to maybe request for maybe an extra day to add. I think my class should be 2 days in a
Okay.
week. Yes, I'm supposed to take Tuesday and no, sorry, Monday and
Monday,
Wednesday. But
Wednesday.
I'll see check it. Yeah,
All right.
Monday and Wednesday. So I don't
I
know,
think that if we
weekends.
start
Do you have
early on
class on
Monday,
weekends? Is there
I think that
anybody
if
on
we start early on Wednesday, we may be able to finish.
finish it?
It's just your
Okay.
own timing now, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's see what Wednesday is going to give us
Okay, sir.
by God's grace. So where we stop, if there's need, then maybe if by weekend you guys are not having anybody that will take class for data analysis, so we'll just find some time and just wrap up from my own end what is expected of me to do. So is
All right.
it agreed, class?
Yes, sir.
Class, is it agreed? I'm
Let them
only hearing one
unmute and
person.
answer now. Nobody wants to unmute.
Yes, let's answer, please. Even though I can, let me see
Any,
those are on the call.
there's
Yeah,
any,
Ene
there's
is on the
Mazi.
call. There's Gambo on the call. These are the people that I can see, and who again? So should we stop the class and start as early on Wednesday?
Sir, silence is an answer, as if they are not online.
Okay.
It's
So
accepted.
thank you very much, man. So we'll start as early as possible. So I will thank God I'm on the group. So I'll see how my Wednesday is going to be like.
All right, just
I
send
know
us the
5
time you like the class to start, sir.
today. Yes, I know 5 is not going to be okay for us.
At
But
all.
let's see whether 6 will start
Uh-huh.
at 6 or 6:30.
All
Yes.
right, sir. That will be
If that
nice.
is going to be okay. Yes.
6:30 will be
So
good.
okay, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
So
Just keep us posted. We really appreciate you, sir. I enjoyed this class so much.
thank you very much. I also appreciate your comments. So to those that are not talking, uh, I hope you guys also getting what we're doing. So just like we have agreed, so we'll try to start on Wednesday very early so that we'll cover what is expected of us. So thank you very much, and then good night to everyone.
Good night, sir.
Wish
Have
us
a
a
good
sweet
night.
rest. And
All right, sir. Bye-bye.
You know, the chairman. The chairman.